which I was so...
I'm pretty sure you had COVID. I don't know how I didn't get it. But
I know. And girl, when I tell you...
when you were sitting up in this heat with this sweatshirt on talking about I'm cold, I was like, oh, fuck.
And I still laugh at the fact that I was in literal tears about how much I loved you.
Well, I was not going to let my sister be, because I had never seen you in a state like that, because you pretty much pushed through anything, but your body was like, bitch, not this time.
And I was like, I love you so much.
I kept trying to give her meds that she wouldn't take. She's like, I got to have my wits about me. I'm like, bitch, why?
So that's what we need to tell Cubby to say. I'm not going to listen to you because I need to have my wits about me.
Oh, that
Because I was like, when I'm sick, I want no wits. I just want to sleep. I want to lay down.
Oh, that shit was funny too. I mean, but I meant that every word of what I said.
She did, and she still slept because her body was like, bitch, go to sleep.
I was like, so much for taking care of me. Nobody takes care of me.
That's pretty much how it went. I tried to offer her the bed, and now I realize she didn't give me the bed because she was being, magnanimous.
Well, it was because she was I didn't want to get the fuck up off that.
Exactly. She had found where she was laying, and that's where she was going to stay. And I was like, okay, I like having a king size bed to myself.
That shit was funny too. I was like, nope, I'm just gonna lay here. No, please stay away from me. I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna get up from here in a minute. But because I could feel that shit coming on, like literally from from Dallas.
As soon as you
San
pick me up, you're like, I'm finna get sick. We got our poke, and then it just went downhill from there.
Yep. And I was like, oh no, I can't do this right now. I can't. This is not the time.
The fact that you let me drive the rental car because you love to drive,
right? Well,
you
not
love
even
to be
that.
in control of that.
That was like she prefers to drive.
Yes. And she was like, "No, you can drive." And I was like, "Oh shit!"
You were like, "Oh, she really not
sick.
feeling good,
like,
right?
Really, really sick."
But she must be dying. Let me call the Lord. Lord, do something with this girl because I think she dying. She let me drive. You was ready?
Sorry,
I guess so.
I'm ready. I was swallowing wine.
Sure, why not?
I'm gonna start all over again.
Yeah, you should probably do that. Thank you.
I swallowed some snot. Hold on. You was ready?
We ready.
Hell yeah, maximum effort.
Yes.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Multiple Gab Wounds. I'm your host, Tony.
I'm Angie.
And I'm Andi, and we are three Hispanic women of color gabbing candidly about anything and every damn thing.
I swallowed some snot.
I swallowed some wine.
Good job, Stuart.
It was by accident. I was breathing in to kind of clear my
she
chi.
really doesn't like that shit. She usually spits wherever we are.
But unfortunately, I'm in my house and I can't
she won't
spit
spit
on this
her floor.
But anybody else's house, you gonna get it. You gonna catch this spit. Okay? Don't fuck around with me. I'm not sitting up here putting that mucus in my body. I'm about to get rid of it. I actually need to drink more water to go ahead and, make it clear. And
right.
Do we want to have this conversation?
No.
We don't.
No,
okay, all right.
I'm thinking, because actually I'm stuck on the mucus and muci.
Mucus.
I feel like muci is a thing.
Is it?
I feel like it, but
Google
I don't
it.
know for sure. I want to know what the
is
plural of
muci
mucus
a thing? No, that said mikai. Ooh, and then it changed it to unaliving. That's not what I said at all.
God damn, what is wrong with your phone? what do you and Google do when we're not together?
How would you spell?
What is the plural of mucus?
Yes. Okay, here we go. Let's try it. What is the
M-U-C-I.
what is the plural of mucus?
It's mucuses or MUCI. So I'm assuming that's
Mucosae, or mucusas.
Oh, that's more than I want.
Let me see.
Mama say.
That's exactly. It's mucosae or mucosas. Yeah.
Mama say, mama sa, mucus.
Mucus.
That is what it will be referred
exactly.
to. From
Get all your mama say, mama sa, mucuses off my porch. I don't know. Where would you put mucuses?
Anywhere that's not on your floor, apparently.
What's it say? He got all that mucusi. Oh, maybe that's it. Mucuses. Mucosae. He had all that mucosae in the tissue. He was covered in mucuses.
I want to move past this.
Okay.
Sorry.
I don't
I'm so sorry. She did say that earlier.
We just ran with it.
And so we just dug in even more.
That's because you gave the suggestion of mucosi and we had to flesh it out.
She's so sick of our ADHD brains.
She's like, Jesus Christ, somebody save me. I'm so over these niggas. I don't know why I love them so. But anywho, so back for another week, y'all. We're going to pretend once again that we only did one show, but I'm going to let you know right now, we did 3 and we probably going to eat in the middle of one of these. I'm not sure.
And that's the way this shit works. Y'all know it. You know what? Y'all know it.
That last show, we're going to be tired. So forgive us in advance for us coming back low energy on the 3rd show.
3 weeks from now.
Right,
I'm sorry, 2 weeks from now.
Right.
Just know that's what happened.
Right. Because you're going to get 2 other shows before that, before you get this sleepy episode show. And Jesus, it's probably going to be maybe more like almost 5 weeks. If they hit that
when they get this one.
When they get this one, it's going to be like 5 weeks from now.
No. Oh, from right now.
Yeah,
yes.
from today.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
It's going to be like 5 weeks from now. So look forward to our sleepy episodes, yo.
Hey. Speaking of Mama Say, Mama Sama Makusa.
I love Michael Jackson.
Can I tell you what I saw posted yesterday just because
yes.
I need to?
Yes.
Wait, was this a...
OK Player posted that Tank posted on Instagram. He came on Beyonce's internet and he said this. Vocal ability, MJ less than Chris Brown. Writing ability, MJ less than Chris Brown. Producing ability, MJ less than Chris Brown. Dancing ability, MJ less than Chris Brown. I know you're going to say MJ's catalog is crazy, songs are classic, etc., but that was because of a lot of great people involved with who were some of the greatest at what they do. Chris Brown orchestrates his own movement from studio to visual to show. No handouts, no sponsors, and all while the world was against him. I'm ready to argue.
So
That's your man.
Yeah, okay. So I did see something similar. Well, no, that was it. I'm sure it was, but I just didn't read into it because I was like, what the fuck you talking about, Tank? Right. And I kept on moving.
Fuck that guy.
Because new segment alert, because there was a who was better, Chris Brown or that's what it was basically. I think the post was who's better, Chris Brown or Michael Jackson or some shit like that. And I didn't even entertain the thought because Chris Brown will clearly tell you, Chris Brown and Usher both will clearly tell you Michael Jackson was the influence for who I am today.
Right.
And of course, you're always going to have the original who is going to be the best at what it is that they do at that time.
Right.
It is our job as those who carry the torches to be better. As we have more technology, as we have more responsibility and availability, we take down the mantle and we move the mantle forward.
Right.
So to a degree, I agree with Tank in that maybe Chris Brown, because Michael Jackson can sing his fucking ass off. Let's not get it twisted. But Michael Jackson always was in those higher octaves. Right. And pretty much stayed there because he knew his fucking lane.
Right.
As opposed to Chris Brown.
Does he have a lot of ballads?
Not nearly as many as Chris does. And
does Chris have a lot of ballads?
Oh, yes. Chris is
okay, see, I've never heard a Chris ballad, but I've heard a Michael
But mind
ballad.
you, when I say his ballads, these are always like fuck songs of sorts.
Well, I'm just saying as far as singing ability, you can see it more
In
on
ballads,
a ballad.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
That's true.
And that's why I'm like Team Michael.
And Chris Brown does have, like, his last album, it's the rainbow colored one. I can't remember the name of it now.
I wouldn't fucking know.
I don't either.
And I hate that I like Chris Brown.
I know. I know.
I hate that I like him. But it's like sometimes I can connect with that ratchetness of Chris Brown. So therein lay the reason I'm like, I'll listen to it and I'll be like, motherfucker, turn
Fuck
it up.
you for making me like this.
Exactly. Turn it up, right? Especially that last one. The switching different positions, wishing I was your nigga. The way I sing that song religiously, like it was a hymn, but that's not the point. But yes, I can absolutely see how it is that Tank is making that argument because yes, of course, yes, he should be better than Michael Jackson. Usher should be better than Michael Jackson because Michael Jackson was the GOAT.
Usher
Michael Jackson
is not
was
better than Michael Jackson.
I agree with Andy. I don't feel like Usher is better than Michael Jackson.
I'll give you that.
He's an entertainer for sure, but he's not better.
He's not better than Michael.
Yes.
I'll give you that because Usher's not the worldwide phenomenon that Michael Jackson was. And would you argue
vocally
that
he's not? Because shit.
No,
you know
because
what?
he has a very distinctive voice, which is kind of in that that tenor timbre, and it stays there as well. He has some fantastic ballads. Let's put it like this: he's no Avery fucking Wilson.
I will admit that it is my cognitive dissonance that is fucking with anyone being better than Michael.
I get it,
and I get it because that is,
I get it.
And so I am self-aware, and I realize that when I think about it, it's like I'm never going because I do like Usher. I'm not someone that doesn't.
Yes, that's little
like
sexy
him.
troll.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I think that he can, and I do think that he can sing. Mm-hmm. It's just,
but there are certain things that he can't, and it's fine. Mm-hmm. And I get what you're saying. Again, Michael Jackson, for who he was at the time that he was huge, and there will never be anybody bigger because once again, it's also that international acclaim that you got going on there, and the fact that people would pass out at his fucking concerts,
and he was just part of who I was growing up.
And why did we love him so much?
And
because he was awesome,
and he crossed boundaries.
That's true.
Whether the types of genre, but also white folks like them.
They
loved him.
him.
So the one thing that Tank says here is that all while the world was against him. Michael had people saying he was gay, that he was a child molester, that he had AIDS.
Mm-hmm,
I mean, he had the world against him.
That he was
trying
to be white, that he was anorexic, that he was, yes, definitely the gay thing with the Brooke Shields and the Lisa Marie Presley shit.
Right.
So yes, you're right.
And
the
let's
world
not
was
forget
against
about
him.
Bubbles.
Yes.
And Neverland Ranch, period.
Right.
True. And I can also see how you're saying that about Chris Brown, but I don't think that Chris Brown has the international acclaim that Michael had.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
like
true.
he's never had it. I think England might be one of his second biggest markets because of course they're an English speaking market and there are a lot of black folks over there.
Yeah.
So for the most part, I don't know. I feel like maybe Tank might be right on that. A little bit.
I don't know, but I guess for me, part of it is that he's saying all while the world is against him. And here's the thing. Nothing was ever proven really when
About
Michael
the
Jackson
Michael
was
Jackson
live.
shit.
But we know for a
emphatically
fact
that he beat the dog shit out of
right.
Rihanna. Right.
So how am I going to support someone and say, yes, he's better? For me, there's no comparison. Even if I take that away, even if he wasn't an abuser. Mm-hmm. No, because I can't.
You can't separate the artist from the person.
No. The only song that I can think of that I like of his right now is Look at Me Now. And that's only because Busta Rhymes was on it with his incredible flow. Mm-hmm. Michael, I can think of so many songs that I love. And I don't know if it's because of my generation or if it's because, honestly, I don't give a fuck about Chris Brown.
And see, and that's where I am. I don't follow Chris Brown. I don't have any desire to. I just don't. There are some of his earlier songs that I really do like.
Right.
But nothing about him makes me want to follow him. So I will admit that I'm coming from a place where I don't have all the information.
And that's a fair assessment as well, because when I think about the comparison about my listening for each of these artists, I'm rarely ever in the mood to listen to, like, have a Chris Brown day. You know how sometimes I'll have a Whitney day
or
and a Beyonce day or Prince day, right?
Yep.
And
Mariah day.
Yes, and that's all I'm listening to for the day. But every now and again, and literally not nearly as often as I would have a Whitney day or a Prince day, do I listen to Michael Jackson like that. But I could if I wanted to, because he has this discography, right? This catalog that is bonkers, right? And we know the words to every single fucking song.
Right. And you'll hear a song, you're like, holy shit, I forgot about this song.
Exactly.
I love this song.
As opposed to Chris Brown, who, he got some bops, but it's like, to me, the cognitive dissonance that I have is the part that it's like, you're an abuser, bro. Like, you're a drug addict and you're a gang member, and I can't let you have my money. Like, I can't let you.
I'm not going to pay for your songs.
Right.
But
if
I happen to hear them on YouTube for free.
I'm gonna, because I like the bops, but it's like, I can't. Nothing in my spirit wants to support you financially.
Exactly.
Well, Tank breaks it down into 4 different categories.
Okay.
So vocal ability. How do we feel?
How do I feel about that?
I still feel like Michael has it. I don't have all the information because I do not listen to Chris Brown like that.
And because I do, I feel like I can tell you, feel like they're even par.
Okay.
I feel like they're like on the same level vocally, because both of them are in the same timbre.
Okay. I'll accept that. How about writing ability?
Ooh, okay, so I used to have issues with some of Michael Jackson's lyrics because they were because sometimes we didn't understand them. Mama say, Mama samu makusa. What the fuck is that?
Is that like something in Swahili or whatever?
That's what they say, but what the fuck does it mean? We can't get, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Or
we are in the information age. Let me Google that shit real quick. But you keep going.
But I'm trying to think of other lyrics where I've been like, what the fuck is he talking about? You know what I'm saying? So Michael Jackson has done that, and there have been times when I've been like, sir, I don't understand what this means, and this only makes sense to you. Prince does it too.
Right.
Prince does it all the time.
Yes.
But we understand that about Prince, because I'm looking at her Prince sticker right here on her thing. Prince does that did that all the time, but we knew that, Prince is this enigmatic nigga that be out here, you know, writing stuff,
and we just accept that. It's like we'll never understand
Raspberry Beret. We know emphatically that it is about an event that has happened in his life, but we don't know what it was,
and we will never know what
give a fuck. Right?
All we know is she walked in through the outdoor,
and she wore a raspberry beret. Okay, I'm sure he fucked a bitch in a haystack somewhere. However, we'll never know.
In the waters of Lake Minnetonka.
I did dip my toe in the water of Lake Minnetonka once, but I did.
Bragger.
I did. I absolutely did. I literally went there to do that.
Right.
I was like, is this Lake Minnetonka? I'm taking these shoes off. But Chris Brown, his lyrics are, to me, they're a little shallow. Well, that's not true, because on this last album, he was going through this spiritual phase, numerology and all of this, that, and the other. And therein lay the reason that the album cover looks the way that it does. And it talks about the subject matter that he talks about. I see him trying to dig into himself with these lyrics. And so when we talk about writing, I'm going to literally give Chris Brown a notch above Michael Jackson. Right. I can't say it's substantially better, but what I can say is that I can see him growing as an artist.
Right.
Okay, so I can't think of any songs that I know that Chris Brown wrote. Mm-hmm. So, but I wanted to confirm, when it comes to Michael Jackson, what songs, like Another Part of Me, he wrote. Bad, he wrote. Billie Jean, Black or White.
Right.
Yeah, I'm trying to find songs that I can think of that meant something to me, but also the lyrics were like, because it's like Dangerous, Dirty Diana. Yeah. Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. I love that song.
I do too. And speaking of, is it that song? Yeah, I think it's that song. I have found the phrase "Mama say, Mama sa, mucus." Okay, so the origin of the phrase first appeared in a song "Soul Mukasa," which I actually know of. This song, I really like it, and the artist is Manu Dibango.
What does it mean?
So here's the thing: it was popularized by Michael Jackson. It was the whole phrase does not really mean anything.
Thank you.
Clear. But
I knew that shit.
The exact meaning of it, yes, is not clear. However, in the Cameroonian language of Dula, Makossa translates roughly to dance.
Okay. So, and he didn't even say it right. So hush up, Tank, be quiet. But when I look at songs written by Chris Brown, I'm on Wikipedia. I know, shut up, everybody. But I'm looking on Wikipedia and I'm looking at songs written by Chris Brown.
If any professors are listening to this, I know you're not.
Right, still, exactly. We're using this as a reference-ish.
Right. I know you're punching the air right now. I'm sorry.
Exactly. We're not saying that, this is ingesting and fun. This is not even for, it's for entertainment purposes. Right. So hush up, professors. Because trust me, I'll be one of those professors, okay? I'll be like, if you don't take your ass off of Wikipedia, actually, I would tell people start there and then move away from there.
Right.
So get your...
I'm like, don't even go there.
Yeah.
There's too many other...
that's...
Too many other things that'll come up if you Google.
And more so than that, people, me and you, could go on there and change that shit. So...
Absolutely.
But I'm looking at a lot of these songs. Not Michael Jackson. Chris Brown has written a lot of songs. However, I would be hard pressed. Y'all would be hard pressed to recognize any of them.
Really?
We know the big bops like Run It. Mm-hmm. We know the big bops, and which is literally that one was when he was a kid 20 years ago.
He was like 16 years old.
Right, exactly.
He says it in the song.
Yes.
And you know what I'm going to say right now? Both Usher and Chris Brown, I preferred them when they were younger.
Same here.
Same
here.
Trying to look for songs that he wrote for himself. You don't know the song Paradise. You don't know the song Crawl. You don't know the song Come Together. You don't know the song On Me. You don't know the song. Oh, This Christmas, you know that one, but he didn't write that shit.
No, that was Donny Hathaway.
It was, and it was such a good song. And I've got to admit, Chris did a fantastic job on that song. It's one of my favorites.
He did. I'll admit it.
He wrote a song called Oh, what's that one song that he sang with Leona
Lewis?
Yes. Breathe? Is that what it's called?
I thought that was Jordan Sparks.
That was Jordan Sparks.
Jordan Sparks. Okay, either one of those.
That was a good one.
Those two songs, Just Breathe,
Without Air.
I love those two songs.
Yes.
Those are fantastic songs. You don't know the song Side Nigga. You don't know the song Strip.
But I know about a side nigga.
Well, I got a side nigga. Anyway, I do, but I don't.
You don't.
I'm about to.
But you don't.
It's kind of.
You're right. You do, but you don't. So, I don't know. Y'all do what you want with that.
Right, exactly. But Chris Brown, he has a lot of songs that are popular, but not any that would resonate with us.
Right.
And the only reason that we would even know his songs is because we're on social media and we hear the songs.
Yes.
So it's like the last one that y'all heard was the Wishing I Was Your Nigga song.
I ain't heard it, but I feel like
I had to download it. It was so good.
It was geared toward millennials.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and I try because I have a millennial child and I have a Gen Z's child, and I try.
And I'm only 30.
But it's hard. I know. At 29, it's hard.
In here, I'm only 30. This whole situation that I'm encased in is a smooth 60.
I'm worried about my 30th birthday. What is going to happen?
What are we going to do? What's the other categories?
Producing ability. I'm not going to speak on that because I'm not familiar with producing. Right. So I'm not going to be able to.
And I know that Michael Jackson produced, I feel like he produced like everything he did.
His shit and everyone else's shit.
Yes, exactly.
Like, didn't he even have a hand in the We Are the World shit? Like,
production
of it?
Yeah. Other than just singing, yes.
Yep. What's the last one?
Dancing ability. Okay, I can't think of a dance that Chris Brown has done that people can go, that's iconic. Meanwhile, Michael, with him, he has moonwalk. He has it where he's, doing that whole lean. Yeah. Like he's got, and even like Thriller and all these different things, like they are iconic. You see that, and that's classic with his little leg that he does.
Yes.
That's innovative. Yes, he looks great doing it. He is very talented. He is an amazing dancer, but he hasn't had that kind of effect where it's like this dance move
is what they'll be doing 50 years from now.
Right, and it's attributed to Chris Brown. But we have at least 2 of those with Michael.
So I'm sorry, I'm going to have to disagree. Part of the reason being is because Chris Brown is a dancer.
He is. He absolutely. But there's a lot of dancers.
I see the 2 dancing, and when in my head, when I'm picturing the dancing, Michael Jackson does do a lot of dancing, a lot of spinning, a lot of moving, but he does not do the intricate dances that Chris Brown does. Okay. Chris Brown is
give you that,
crazy athletic, crazy energetic when it comes to his dancing. And he is all over the stage.
That's true.
As opposed to Mike, who would be in a 10-foot radius on the stage. His feet are still, and not always, no, but sometimes his feet are still, and it's doing all this switching and twatching and so on and so forth because
twatching. Say that.
Part of the reason being is because he's also singing, so it's like. He wasn't like Beyonce where he was raised jogging and singing at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
But he was raised dancing and singing because with the Jackson 5, they had to.
They did.
And Joe Jackson did not play.
Beat them if they didn't do it right. However, yes, Michael did do the dances, but to me, it seems like he did those dances like kind of almost like temptation type dances where it wasn't too much, but it was enough so that you could focus on his body, focus on him. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay, so it's more like muscle memory type because it was repetitive.
Yes, because he did his own shit.
Yeah, and he did the same stuff over and over again.
Right, and there would be the times when the dancers would be behind him and they're not doing all of the stuff that Michael is actually doing, which is like kind of moving back and forth in front of those niggas, as opposed to Chris Brown, who gets in there with the dancers and is the central stage, and then there's lots of movement all over the stage. Right. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I can see that.
It's like, as a dancer, I'm going to go ahead on and give it to Chris Brown for this one.
I feel like they're differently abled. So I can't.
Agreed. I feel like it's different.
It's very different what they did.
Probably.
So I can't
put one over the other.
No.
Right. Really and again, it's one running with the mantle.
Right.
So it's like, no, you had to have a place to start. And that was Michael Jackson, who gave you the show. He was the artist.
Right.
And then Chris Brown took it to another level.
Right.
And it's expected that whoever aspires to Chris Brown will take it to another level.
Yes, that makes sense to me.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Nobody will ever level up Beyonce. However,
because she started out not dancing. When she was a Destiny Child, I was like, oh, they can't dance.
No, right.
She can't dance.
Right. And they would always just jerk it and just, it's like, the
wiggle
little
their butt.
But yes, and wiggle their booties. But now Beyonce straight up dancing.
She really does. And she puts in a hell of a lot more work than I would ever.
Bitch done
even
broke
attempt.
her foot. She done had all, and that was one of the, okay, I know, I digress. So sorry. I didn't mean to do this.
I know we got her talking about Beyonce.
But so I remember during Black is King, during I feel like it was maybe the My Power video, she stomped her foot and broke her foot.
Really?
She broke her foot during that shoot.
That's a
but
hard
she
stomp.
turned around and still kept going.
Wow.
Broke her fucking foot, bandages that shit up, kept going. I said, bitch, are you trying to be lame? Like, stop playing. Like, I bet you they shot that shit chock full of cortisone and was like, all right, girl, let's go.
Right.
And I'm sure she insisted on it.
Ma'am, you are on the north side of 40.
Right. So it's like,
we don't know how that's going to heal. Okay.
Right. Seriously, though. So I think about that. And then I think about when she was doing the Renaissance movie and she got sick during the Renaissance movie. And she was like, it's not an option. Like, I have to keep going.
Exactly.
And she did. And I thought to myself, the amount of injuries that this woman has probably
sustained
that we don't even know
her
about
career, right? It's like, what is her body like? Like,
even in the early days when she fell down them steps.
Was that her that fell? That's right.
It was.
Because all I can remember is Michelle falling.
No, that was her.
That
it was
shit
just fabric and shoes.
Hilarious. When Michelle fell and fucking Kelly was like, "Excuse me," was like, Michelle Kelly got the fuck out the way. She said, "What you're not about to do is drag me down with you." And then Michelle popped up like a piece of popcorn and was like, I didn't see nothing.
That's what Beyonce did when she fell down the stairs on the stage.
Yes.
Because it was a riser and she tumbled down there. She popped right back up and she's like, and this is what the fuck we finna do.
And then what was it? Oh, during the Super Bowl when she was doing the formation thing and she almost fell on the formation one and she almost fell. She said, boop, boop, and popped back up.
Yeah, she did. She was like, I meant to do that.
Right. And she was like, I bet y'all can't do that dance move. Fuck y'all.
And she right. I can't.
No, because I'd be laying down.
The girl, because my knees would have busted.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Look, my knees would have been like, I wish you would try to get up from here.
My knees would have flown across the field because they would have popped right
somebody
the
right in the
eye.
My eye. Lord, we done talked about that we haven't even started the show. What the fuck time? How long have we been doing this shit?
I diverted us.
You really did.
Congratulations. Now you know what we do.
Okay, I feel like we have we have time for one more thing and then we got to shut this shit down. Do you have a game, Andi?
I do.
I mean, I had a thing, but it's fine.
Which we can save for the next motherfucking show.
We can.
Shut your ass up. Look, we coming. We doing it.
Okay, so this game is called Who's Most Likely To. And it's so people can, again, get to know us and stuff. So there's tons of questions. And we'll just say out of the three of us, who's most likely to.
Okay, so we'll do like maybe 5 to 10. Look, we're gonna.
You know what? You're keeping track of time, so you tell us.
I am. Okay, I'll let you know.
We'll say that, but when we start talking,
right? I don't know. This may be a long episode.
Hello, the show is called Multiple Gab Wounds.
I mean,
y'all niggas understand that we be running our motherfucking mouth in this bitch.
I mean, you can stop listening after an hour if you want to.
If you want to, but go ahead and buy from our sponsors when we get them. Is all I'm saying.
Okay, so this first question is. Who's most likely to wake up with half a burrito in bed? That's Angie.
That is totally okay. Angie. Because I'm thinking her with her Ambien, but you the one. Yes,
I don't even have Ambien. I take food to bed with me.
That's what I was about to say. Because I remember your cracker episode or Cheez-Its or whatever the fuck you woke up with in the bed.
These goddamn dots pretzels that I woke up with them sticking to my back. Because I was eating them before I went to bed. And I woke up this morning and I was like, why does that feel scratchy? And there's a Dots pretzel stuck
in a roll. Is it stuck in a roll?
No, it's just stuck on my back because, a bitch is old and has hot flashes at night.
And then she reaches over, she's like, snack.
Right? And if I had realized that shit at 3 o'clock in the morning, I would have ate it. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you.
So, question is, would you eat a burrito if you found it?
Oh yeah,
in your bed.
Yeah, man.
My stomach is churning just thinking about the fact that a burrito would be in my bed while I'm in my bed. No, I'd be.
Let me tell you why it would get there. Because I would have been eating it before fell asleep with it in my hand, right?
Or fell asleep before you even started eating it. You just have it in your hand and it'd be like, I'm going to eat this in a second.
It has happened. I'm just saying.
And then woke the fuck up and said, oh, burrito.
I got a burrito stuck to my neck. And I'm like, oh, this is a pleasant surprise. Let's have breakfast early.
Beef and beans. Yummy.
Whatever. I like laying down and eating.
Because when I tell you that somebody tried to get in my bed once with a beverage, I said,
oh, that's every night for me. Shit. Right?
And I'm like, who the fuck's house do you think? If you take your ass home with that beverage in bed shit.
The times that I've spent the night with her and we've slept in the same bed, I ain't bring food to bed because I already know.
She already knew. And I think that one time when we had that big old king size bed, and I think you were in the middle of me and Big Fat Baby, and Big Fat Baby's on the other side of you were my barrier. And because I feel like didn't he have some snacks in the bed or something to that effect?
He might have, because he has a weird sleep schedule like all of us.
And so he
was probably up on his laptop eating,
doing something. And I was like, this is my crumb barrier. So up here in this brain of mine, I can sleep.
And that kid is as skinny as
the days are long.
He is so skinny. So like, I worry about him.
I'm so disgusted with these children out here with these funky metabolisms.
That's what it is, because they can eat mo.
Right. They got metabolism than anybody.
Goddamn sense. I'm at work 9 hours a day, just standing up working.
Legs just a cramping, needing potassium and magnesium because you're cramping up and shit.
I come home and eat a burrito in bed, and I done gained 5 pounds.
Okay, so who is most likely to have a 3-hour conversation about space? That one.
Yeah.
Tony,
I
definitely.
think we know that for sure. I was gonna say, I did literally have an hour, at the very least, an hour conversation about space. Literally just last Sunday.
Oh yeah,
Jesus.
I know, right?
I'm not joking. What did we talk about? We talked about the fact that it was utterly impossible that we were alone in space. And then of course I'm looking at your damn NASA sticker on the back of your computer because I said, with the millions of galaxies, billions of galaxies that are out there, how the fuck do you think that we are the only ones? I said, we're bacteria in this galaxy, but we just think we're such hot shit.
What if we were like the size of ants to whatever else is in this universe?
No. We're not. Let me tell you something.
No, I'm just saying, what if we were?
That's what I'm telling you, though. We are literal bacteria to this universe. And the fact is, okay, I'm not going to go on a tangent.
Jesus.
But I'm literally going.
She's going on a tangent.
No, I'm only going to do this for 1 minute, and then I'm going to stop myself.
Okay, I'm looking at the clock.
Time me. We are literal bacteria in this, and I'm saying bacteria were probably atoms in this galaxy alone. More so than that, what about the bacteria and the shit that's on us?
Right.
We are the literal universe to the bacteria and shit that is on our bodies.
Fair.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So it just keeps getting smaller and smaller and smaller into the quantumverse.
Because this is the kind of shit that she thinks about, because she just recently realized she's ADHD. And that is what our brains do. And my brain never shuts off. And I think about shit like this too.
And that's why we have alcohol. And therein lay the reason. But I'm interested in knowing about these things. I will read up on that shit. I'm
at 3:00 in the morning when you should be sleeping. No, you got to get up at 5.
Yeah. Okay, that's our 1 minute of Tony tangent. Who's most likely to spend all day interpreting a text? I think this one. I think Tony. I think Tony.
Yeah,
and it'll be a lot of, why would he? Okay, so what I think is, wouldn't you? Who would think this?
Who does that?
Who does that?
Yep. Yeah, I think so. Now, I'm up here thinking literal translation, like literal interpretation.
Nah. I mean, no.
No, I guess interpretation would be your connotation of a particular thing. Okay, I get. Yes. Yeah, you're right.
Okay. Who is most likely to have a dark side?
I don't think it's you, because if we saw the dark side, if there's a dark side,
is right there with the light
it's
side.
On the surface.
Exactly.
Yeah, it ain't that dark.
I think it's this one. I think it's Andi.
Because she's so fucking sweet. You know what I'm saying? And but it's like, I feel like I want her to one day give herself permission.
I don't think you do, though. See, I have seen it.
Because I'm trying to tell you, I feel like I can handle it, Andi. And I also feel like I'm talented enough to talk you down.
I think you are. But it's going to take you a minute, because you got to reconcile the fact that she went dark.
And no. I think I would watch it with fascination. I'd be like,
you know what?
You're right. Shit.
You're right.
I would. I'd be like,
I knew it was in there.
I was like, okay, she's about to murder this nigga. Let me get over there.
And I will be in the corner going, oh shit.
Right.
Oh, shit.
And I feel like I might be strong enough to like hold you if I needed to.
I'm glad you are.
Yeah.
Because I will back away. Yeah. I'll be like, this didn't go well.
Because I feel like I would
time.
wrap my whole body around you. I'd grab you by the arms, and then I would like
got like a monkey hold on me.
I'm serious. And I jump up and like wrap my feet around you too. And both of us are tumbling to the ground because I'm like, I have to stop her because she's about to murk everything.
And I'm over there just hitting myself in the head, shaking my head, going,
Y'all done did it.
And I would be so fucking fast. I'd be laughing the entire time. I'd be like, oh, this shit is crazy. This shit is crazy.
the world's going to end. This is how it ends. Oh my God.
Okay, so who's most likely to be a little bitch?
You a little bitch.
I am a little bitch.
You is a little bitch.
People know it's there.
She's a smooth 5 foot tall, for starters. That is what makes her the little.
1 3/4. Thank you. Taking my
Get it right.
Get my 1
She is
3/4.
little. And I've seen her when she has given herself permission. And I've literally been like, oh, bitch, wait, hold on. And she's like, nope, pow.
I think I can see the look on your face when you're looking at it. It's like, oh God, you're a bitch, right? You really are a bitch.
And see, and if I were to look at you with the you're a bitch, it's a you my bitch.
Right.
That's true.
You're not you're a bitch. You my bitch. Don't nobody fuck with her though.
Right.
Don't do that.
I know some crazy shit is going on. I'm gonna talk her down in a little bit,
but y'all better not do nothing. Y'all better step back. I know. I see the look on your face, and you're right.
I was gonna say you're right.
You're right.
None of this makes
she
sense.
Is a little bonkers right now. But step the fuck back. I know that much.
Okay, who's most likely to touch everyone excessively for no reason? I gotta say, Tony.
I'm thinking the same thing.
Especially more than us.
Yeah,
more than us.
But when she's been drinking, she gets handsy.
No, I don't. When I've been drinking, I'm tired, and I want people to stay away from me.
Before the tired,
you are the one that gets handsy when you've been drinking.
I do.
So therein lay the reason.
I'm so sorry.
Therein lay the reason I automatically went to you because I'm like, naturally, none of us are gonna touch anybody.
Yeah, not naturally,
right? Mm-hmm. And it homie that was at the movie theater yesterday with that armpit wide open. Which I don't
put it over and just tickled it.
No, because my finger would be on fire right now. I would have chopped this finger off. And I haven't.
Imagine all the universes on your finger.
Exactly, that have been destroyed because I'm fucking around touching this nigga's armpit. So y'all, I don't know if I explained this to you. We're gonna go on a literal 2-minute tangent. This one's 2 minutes.
2-minute tangent.
We're timing them because we know I'll be getting carried away. So I went to go to the movies last night, go see Deadpool. And I sat there and I bought a space between me and the person next to us, but I didn't buy space for like the right-hand side. I should have bought this ticket on my right-hand side where I was sitting. I put my stuff there, and a few minutes later, before the movie started, or as the movie was starting, this lady came and she sat down and she was like, my husband's gonna sit here. And I was like, fuck. So I had to move my stuff. Why did that bitch's husband come and sit down? Number one, that nigga stank. 2-3 seats over.
Was it like stink or was it musty?
It was
like
stank.
Outside?
No, it was stank. It was...
I ain't washed my balls today.
It was like an emanating from him, like almost like a natural smell that emanated from him,
like the puberty smell. The puberty stinking smell.
Because it wasn't a BO smell. BO is a whole. Well, okay,
that makes me nauseous.
This literally would be BO because it is his body odor.
Right.
But I feel like it was his natural body odor.
Gotcha.
And we here in America have a tendency to be very perfumed about everything.
That's true.
So we be wearing deodorant. And everything that we put on our bodies is smelly. This nigga don't have none of that, and that's okay. You shouldn't. However, if your natural smell is to be funky,
offensive.
And it was. And I was like, literally throughout the beginning of the movie, I'm like, because I'm blowing that smell out my nose. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, ooh, I don't want it in my nose holes.
And he never got it.
He didn't.
He just sat there.
But worse still, he took his shoes off. So because he smelled, I scooted up to and it was just, again, his natural smell. He wasn't BO. It's just that he was funky. It's so whatever food he ate.
That's what I'm
That's
thinking.
what you're smelling.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's like if you were eating a lot of garlic, you would have like a naturally little garlicky smell to you.
If you're eating a lot of curry.
Yes. If you're eating a lot of
he's
fish.
been eating a lot of shit.
Yes. He ate a lot of dookie today.
He ate a lot of funk.
Yeah, he had fried dookie, and then last night he had stewed dookie. Exactly. So that was it. And it was one of those theaters where you can move the seat and the seat like will come up because it was the XD. So you're having like the loungers. So he put his feet up and I had scoot to the front of the seat because I didn't want to be leaning back because
the smell.
The smell. Mm-hmm. So I scooted up to the front of my seat. So I was prepared to sit on the edge of my seat
for the
rest of the movie.
Right.
But then he put the lounger up and his feet were literally like a foot from me. Not even from me. They were like a foot from my nose, should I say.
Feet
and he had no shoes on. None whatsoever.
And no socks.
Toes out. I was like, nigga, you are not at home. But the piece de resistance was the fact that this nigga had his left arm up, which is the arm that is closest to me, over his head with his armpit just displayed. And I mean hair and all.
Oh,
and
so he had on like a tank top or some shit.
Bitch. Tank top, shorts, no socks, no shoes, and armpit out.
Okay, wait.
And that's where I would have made one of those bad decisions where you're like, you better not touch her. I know that she's wrong. Because I would have been like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Wait. Can we play a game?
Yes. Okay.
What race was he? What do we think?
No. I can tell. I'm going to tell you right now. That because I'm always accused of being racist, I'm going to shut the entire fuck up.
So you're saying
now?
So we just have to guess.
Now, what the fuck race do you think he was?
In my head, I was thinking black. I just was. I don't know why. I just was.
I think because of the way that y'all can't see it, but the way that you leaned back with the arm over made me think that too.
True.
Are you ready for the reveal?
Yes.
Yeah.
Asian. I looked directly at Andi when I said that shit.
She really did. A hard head turn.
Wait.
Asian.
Oh no. See, and now all the racial stuff, I'm like, what was he eating to smell like that?
It had to.
Was he East Asian or?
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe, I want to say maybe Korean.
Okay.
Maybe. Yeah, it probably Korean.
Interesting.
Either Korean or Chinese, one of those two.
Man, he got comfortable and everything.
Bitch. And I was upset because my thought was, nigga, you making me think racist thoughts right now.
Do you think maybe it was a cultural thing? Is that a cultural
No,
I wouldn't think so.
No.
I don't.
Well,
in Asia, in East Asia, do they take their shoes off at a movie?
I would. So...
This is past the 2 minutes.
It is past the 2 minutes. I'm about to be racist.
Right on time.
My understanding is that they have a different relationship with shoes than we do.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So for the most part, I don't like shoes in my house.
I was going to say, considering that we have to take our shoes off when we come into your home.
Yeah, I don't like shoes in my house. Part of the reason being is because I keep these floors immaculate and I don't want, thank you, I appreciate. And I don't
Meanwhile, I'm like, I got my slides on.
And that's okay. I mean, it is what it is. And people will come here and have their shoes on and then I mop the next week.
Right.
Because that's just how my brain works.
Yeah.
It's like, I know that you came in here tracking outside into the inside and my feet are on the inside. You understand what I'm saying? So, and that's kind of the relationship. I try not to wear shoes as often as humanly possible. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, that having been said, to be in a place where you might have flip-flops on, and we know the Asians are real good about having flip-flops on every goddamn where.
Asians are good about flip-flops. Africans love them sandals.
Them ugly ass leather ass sandals that
with
look like Jesus,
toes.
Right? And but don't wear socks. Now, white folks love to wear socks with their goddamn sandals.
Africans
what the fuck is that?
will not wear nary a sock, but they will not put nary a piece of lotion on them motherfuckers either.
Right? Those feet are going to be harder than nails. They will be them toes are going to be able to bang nails into planks. Okay? Exactly. Oh, you cannot get it? Hold on, let me try.
Wait a minute. Y'all heard that accent, right?
Yeah, that's it. I was imitating somebody I know, is all I'm saying. He actually told me, he was like, that's not a bad accent. I said, thank you. I be out here mocking people. No, it's not mocking, it's imitation.
Yes.
Sincerest form of
She
flattery.
can do accents, and I love that. I envy that. I wish that I could.
Girl, I was practicing upper class British accent yesterday.
Really?
Yes, I really was. Because I was like, okay, because that is significantly different from the East Anglian kind of commoner kind of accent. Exactly. That's what I was doing.
I know what Cockney is. That's it.
Because that's what I was doing. I was doing like the East Anglian commoner kind of accent. I was doing Cockney, and I was doing like the upper crust London.
Yeah, because like Manchester and London are very different with their speech.
With the way that they say things, right.
Right.
So
I don't even know what we were originally
We were talking about that funky man and how I hate that he was Asian. So before and so went to go see the movie Armpit with my fingers on fire. So you said tickle his armpit, and I'm like, no, I would have set my finger on fire. I would have taken it off. Next question.
End of the story.
I'm a bitch.
She moves seats. So that's what we need to know. Okay, so the next question is, who is most likely to make out with absolutely anyone?
I think we all know that would be me.
Right, I was gonna say, because we know that's not me.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. And not, boy, I wish I would. I'd be like, if you don't get your motherfucking now we can fuck.
Okay, so
but you definitely cannot kiss.
It's not a sober thing.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Sober,
and I'm saying we can
absolutely
fuck.
not.
I fucked strangers.
If I'm
sure
I have monkey dick. Yeah.
What, fucking strangers?
Yes.
I spent most of my 20s.
That's what I was about to say.
About?
We were the worst, weren't we?
My
and
God.
I'm not slut shaming us by any.
I can't remember names.
All right, I'm not slut shaming us by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm like, that just was so fucking dangerous.
That's the thing. That's the only regret that I have, is that it was
just
dangerous.
An unwise idea.
I don't have any moral issues with it,
right?
Because I have just as much right to express my sexuality as anyone else.
Yes. Thank you.
I just did not. I was not.
We were not
always
wise
as
with that shit.
Responsible as I should have. Not necessarily, and I'm not just talking about STDs. I'm talking about just people in general.
Right. In general.
Right.
Yes, I put myself in situations that could have gone horribly wrong.
Right. Because there were times when you would just go home from the club with somebody, and me as a friend, I was just like, "See you later." Like, if I need to pick you up.
Right. Yep. And we were so trusting back then.
Yep.
We were.
Right.
We were.
Now, I don't know if I would do that now, because I think people are much worse now than they were back then.
And think about it, because we have technology now, so we could track your ass down.
And therein lay the reason that I keep
y'all do.
Thank you. And therein lay the reason that I keep my location on with you.
Same here.
Because it's y'all bitches know I be wild out in these streets.
Y'all will always know where I am.
Well, hell, even dude has my shit. He's like, I see you just made it to the house. Where was you? I mean, I saw you. You were at Duck Hotel. So, I don't know. I said Duck Hotel, but he's like, or better still, every now and again, I'll be like, I'll get a text message that'll be like, you're like 10 minutes from an AutoZone. Can you pop in there and go get? And I'm like, nigga.
No, not have you running errands.
How the fuck do you, and I was not even how the fuck do you know? I'll be like, to a degree, I kind of like it a little bit. I'm like, are you checking to see right now?
There's been 2 times that you have shown up at my job.
Yeah.
Just shown up. I'm like, hey.
It's a good thing you had your clothes on.
All right.
Well, you know I like to go to work naked.
Hey, I'm about to say I've seen you naked on countless occasions, so that don't mean nothing. So.
I'm about to say they have clothes there, so there's no excuse.
Thank you. Exactly. Yeah. You should have your clothes on at all times.
So
holy shit. I know we lost track. I know we lost it at just then. Everybody, thank you so much for listening. Anywho,
that's all y'all love us. Whatever.
Let's end with this one.
Okay.
Who is most likely to be going straight to hell?
How dare you?
No, you are. you are. Because you have an internal voice. It's a very small one, but we pretty much know what you're thinking. And yeah, you going to hell.
I don't think,
but that's all. I'm gonna be there with you.
Look, I was about to say, I don't feel like any of us are going straight to hell, because I think that our intentions are always good.
You thinking too deep. So I'm gonna need you to come up out the recesses of your brain.
No,
and stay on the surface.
But would you disagree with me though? That,
oh no, yes. What you're saying is absolutely true.
Because I think that I think that the determination of heaven and hell, so to speak.
Actually, I just changed my mind. It's this one. No, seriously. It's this petty bitch right here. Because you don't see it coming, but you know it's in there. The wheels are always turning.
Here's why I say that. Again, and this is the reason why I think that we are the best of friends, because I think all of us know that regardless, our intentions are good. Our intentions are pure.
Absolutely.
Our intentions are not for the betterment of ourselves, but for the betterment of everyone.
Right.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's like we are intentional about the things that we say to one another. We are, I mean, granted, we're lax and we're funny and blah, 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 and we do all of that, right? But I think that at the end of the day, we know we have each other's backs.
Right.
At the end of the day, we know that we want to build and uplift in all of those things. Mm-hmm. And I think that we fight fiercely to protect that. And we are intentional about our friendship and our love for one another.
True. And I think that I will laugh at someone like baby falling downstairs or something.
But I do that all the time. I love to see kids get booted.
And that's why I say stay on the surface. That is why we're going to hell. Because we laugh at shit that people should not probably laugh at in public. But we will.
Because my favorite account is kids getting hurt. I love that shit. Have y'all ever? Do y'all follow kids getting hurt?
I don't follow it, but I watch.
When I see
those videos.
It's fucking hilarious.
Like kids getting hurt, especially on slides, and they're just bouncing and banging their head and shit.
Yeah, that little girl who slid down the slide and literally she looked like a pit bull.
That shit, man, that should never be forgotten because that was awesome.
She said, "Bup, bup, 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 bup."
Okay, so we're all going to hell.
Right. Yeah. All of us.
Basically,
and we're going in the same motherfucking handbasket.
Yeah, we are.
Holding motherfucking hands.
Yeah,
right.
Go.
And that
hugging.
Shit is on fire already.
Hugging.
Before we get there.
And going, all right, bitches, we were doing this one too.
Right. We accept it. We're just like,
yep.
Yeah. This was always going to happen.
We're doing this one too. Andi, tell us, where can they find us?
On social media, we have Facebook. So go to Facebook.com.
You can go to Facebook. And you're going to follow us.
Facebook.com/multiple Gab Wounds.
And you can email us at mgwlistener@gmail.com. And we would really, really love to hear from you.
Yeah, do it, bitches. I have been your host, Tony.
I'm Angie.
And I'm Andi. Tony, to drink more water, you beautiful and capable dehydrated bitch.
Yes.
That's why I love this bitch. We out.
We out. I must pee now.
I go to hell now.